What is up? What is up, my people? Today we will be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys on my Instagram story right here to ask me questions, and you guys asked me a ton of great questions about dropshipping, about life. So this video should be about 10-12 minutes long, and I'm going to be answering all your guys' questions you asked. So hopefully you'll enjoy it, and yeah, let's jump right into it. There's a lot on here, so you guys can see that. There is a lot of questions on here. So I'm just gonna go through them randomly. I could go one by one and we'll just, I'm just gonna go through them randomly and answer them. First question I got in here was from Abdul Kareem. How much budget do you need to start ecom? This is a great question. So I'll tell you what I started out with ecom. I started out with a budget of around $2,000 just for ad purpose, ad testing. And I blew through that pretty quickly. I knew I had $2,000 to spend, so I probably wasn't conservative enough in terms of my spending limits on that, which is a downfall. But for you guys starting out as beginners, I'd recommend having at least $1,000 to start out. That'll give you money to test about 10 products total, which is going to give you a great foundation. Now you need to make sure that you're following one strategy when you're testing products, because there's a lot of products out there, right? And as a beginner, you're not going to know which products to test. So if you follow my YouTube videos and you're in my free mentorship group, that's going to be the best way for you to know which products are good and which products are bad. So that way each product test you guys are running with Facebook ads actually is going to hopefully be profitable for you. Because if you test bad products with bad ads, if you're doing that, you're basically rinsing it down the drain. Just like this. Just spin down the drain. This is your money right now. Just going down the drain. Keep going. That was just $300 right there, just down the drain. Okay. Next question was from Q-Ball. How much can you make doing dropshipping part-time as a side gig, and what's the cost of advertising? Yeah, great question. I think you could make starting out at least $1,000 to $3,000 per month as a beginner. What I was making when I first started out, I was around $7,000 to $10,000 revenue, and about $1,000 to $2,000 of that was profit. Okay, so I think it's a great side gig. The one thing about dropshipping is you need to invest a lot of time up front, right? In terms of like the learning curve, right? It's pretty steep. You can launch ads fairly quickly, but in terms of the effectiveness of your ads that you're running on Facebook, it'll take you a little bit to get used to the platform and get used to the metrics and understand how to run a business online, right? All that stuff is going to take a little bit of time. But if you learn it yourself first, to outsource all of the customer service, the fulfillment, those tasks that you don't want to do, you can outsource after you learn how to do it yourself. But I would recommend having at least 2 to 3 hours per day on the side, and you can make anywhere from like $1,000 to $3,000 profit on your business. And cost of advertising is just going to be per product. So the way I test my products, I test $70 per day on Facebook ads. So if I test a product for 2 days, I'm going to spend $140. Most of my product tests, I'll know after the first or second day if it's going to be a winner or not, and I'll continue to scale it. I'll continue to scale it means continue to run more budget for that particular product. So you set the budget every day, whatever you want it to be. My strategy uses a $70 CBO budget. I recommend you go check out the video about my CBO testing strategy, because I break down exactly what you need to do step by step. Looking to test a product and getting started with Facebook ads, go check out that video. It's really informative. Next question, have you experienced a bad ad account where every product has a terrible CPC? Yes, but I would actually argue it's not probably your ad account. It's most likely going to be your ad itself. And unless your page, obviously, the page you're running ads for is somehow affected by the customer feedback score, which customers will give you feedback on your ads if they don't like it. If you have bad shipping time, that can be negatively affected. That's a little bit more advanced. But if your ad account has a high CPC, CPC stands for cost per click. If it has a high CPC, most likely your ads aren't engaging enough or you're not targeting the right people. Okay, so your CPC should be, I would say, under $1, just as a baseline. If you're running ads, should be under $1. Nature Boy asks, when are you dropping the Facebook ads section in the mentorship group? I will be dropping that next weekend. So not this weekend, but next weekend. Great question. I know I need to get that up. How long do you dropship before seeing success? So I started in November, and this was November 2018. I was still working at my corporate job at the time. And then I found success in February. So, well, I guess technically I started in like October. I didn't get sales until November. So that's 4 or 5 months until I found success. And when I found success, it's definitely worth it. I made $39,000 in my first big successful month, which was awesome. What is your long-term goal with ecom? So my long-term goal with ecom is to actually build a brand, not just a drop shipping brand, but I want to build a actual brand and be able to scale that up and eventually sell it to build generational wealth. Along the way with ecom, I want to help teach you guys everything I know, whether that is the information or as much access as I can provide you, help answer your questions. I think that, this space there's a lot of good people in this space, and there's also a lot of really bad information. And, as digital marketers like myself, it's very easy to get sucked into the whole world of trying to sell courses and sell you information that's just been repackaged. I'm not against courses, and I don't think badly of anyone selling courses or mentorship, whatever it may be. The thing, with my deal is I only worry about myself, but I want you guys to get all the information for free. If you need access, then that's going to be paid, right? Access to me, my time, that's going to be paid. But in terms of information, like why, what can a $9.97 course or $2.97 course out there teach you that all these free YouTube videos can? Information's free. That's why Google's there. That's why YouTube's there. Like, just use the free information. Watch my channel. You guys are gonna learn everything you need to know about dropshipping. I promise. What do you do for fun? Great question. I work out. I'll play video games, and yeah, play with my dog pretty much. That's about it. Oh, I work on my car a lot. I'll have to show you guys that. Got some new wheels on it. So next question is, what is your why? My why is to build generational wealth. I want to basically build as much of an empire as I can to set, set my family up for success. That is the goal. That's what I want to do. And I think I really can. I think I'm going to be able to do it. I believe in myself. And honestly, another part of my why is that I want to help as many people as I can out there through providing free content. I think it would be cool if I could end up having the majority of my income come from YouTube. Like, I was watching Graham Stephan video, and they were breaking down his income, and like the majority of his income doesn't come from real estate. It actually comes from his YouTube channel and the AdSense money he gets from his views. So I think that's a really, really cool experience. If I'm able to help you guys provide value, and then I get ad revenue, that's awesome. So that's another route that I'm looking to go. But bigger picture, in my opinion, would just be to live a life where I enjoy what I'm doing rather than sitting at a desk job doing something I hate. That's a big one. Did you ever splurge on anything when you ran it up? Yeah, I definitely did. I bought a computer, some new tires for my car, some new rims, stuff like that. Alright, I'm going to answer some more questions here. Do you feel successful or just like you've achieved things? That's a tough question. I think I've definitely achieved a lot. I think it wouldn't be good for me to say I haven't achieved things in terms of success in the way that I've been able to quit my 9-to-5 corporate job and kind of pave my own path. Yeah, I think that's amazing, and I think that's success in its own. But in terms of where I see myself, no, I'm not even close to where I want to be. So great question though. It definitely makes me think. How do you decide when your Facebook ads are worth scaling? One way I do that is based on the metrics I'm seeing. So there's a lot of criteria in terms of what to scale, but essentially if you're getting purchased on the first and second day, then that's criteria that you can scale. Jocko Fett asked me, want to help me get a gaming PC? Sure, man. Love to. Narav asked how to get sales with low budget or near to no budget. You need a budget to you need to spend money to make money. That's like, if you don't have a budget, go sell stuff online, go work for someone, do yard work, whatever you need to do to make money, and then use that money and invest it in your business. If you don't have money, then I wouldn't recommend doing drop shipping. Can you give me some kittens? By the way, I'm from India, and you? I'm from the US, and no, I don't have any kittens. I actually don't like cats. Sorry if that offends people. Brianna Rosenschneider asks, who's the best girlfriend you've had? Brianna. It's you. What's your favorite color? Yeah, my girlfriend's trolling me in the thing. She put a lot of comments in here. So, what's your favorite color? It's blue. James asked, what's product is best to dropship at this time? Check out my previous YouTube videos. I have a ton of winning products in those. Which one is better, PS4 or Xbox? Definitely Xbox. Shout out my YouTube channel, please, bro. I want to help my mom out because my dad left us. You didn't put your YouTube channel in here, so I can't shout you out, man. Sorry about that. Do you also have a paid mentorship? Yeah, if you're interested in that, just DM me. It's not like a mentorship, it's more like coaching, so I'll work with you basically every single day. We'll get on a Zoom call. We work together every day. What was your dream when you were young? I wanted to be an NBA player. Don't we all, though? No, check this out. I'm actually watching NBA right now. Look at this. I'm watching highlights of LeBron take on Kawhi. Yeah. In case you care. Alright, let's see what else we got. You do Shopify mentorship. Yes, I do. Send me a DM. Someone said 1v1. I don't know if that's in basketball or video games, but I'll totally beat you. Don't even worry. What was your job previous to dropshipping? This is a good one. This will be the final question. What was my job previous to dropshipping? So I was working at a big company, aerospace company, and I was a program manager working with the landing gear exchange program. So what I was doing was I was coordinating the exchange of when the landing gear had to get delivered to the customer and get overhauled by our repair facilities. So it was an interesting job. Overall, I really just enjoyed working with the people I was working with, in those roles. And it wasn't necessarily the job, it was that I liked working with those people, and that's why I stayed there for so long. But it really wasn't for me. It wasn't my industry. Wasn't passionate about aerospace at all. More passionate about making money and actually building something that was my own. One disconnect I have, and this one might relate to you guys a lot, is when I was working at the corporate job, I literally was putting in hours of work, so 40 hours a week, probably sometimes a little bit more, 50, maybe 60. And those hours I was putting in, I was directly relating my time. I'd put in 40 hours a week and I'd get paid the same amount every time, right? 40 hours, for the amount of hours you work is what you get paid, right? That's what was happening. So work those hours, get paid the same amount. And then every year I'd get a bump, I get a raise, right? Okay, great. I didn't really like it because if, say I were to save the company, millions of dollars, which I was able to do, and I was able to generate a lot more, revenue for the business. The problem was I never saw that revenue. I never saw the cost savings, right, in terms of my payment, in terms of my, employee pay. And that's how the companies work, right? Sometimes, there's companies with incentives and bonuses and commissions, right? You can make money off your sales and stuff, but my position wasn't one of those. And that's what a lot of positions are out there, that the majority of these people that are working their 9-to-5 corporate jobs, they're trading their time for money. And what I didn't like was, I thought to myself, hey, there's a lot of people there that have worked at the company their whole life. You could see it in their eyes, they kind of didn't really like it, but they were just there because of the good benefits and everything. And it was just, I could tell if I stayed there for another 5 years, 10 years, whatever it may be, or would I have a great retirement, would I have all this stuff? Yeah, I'll have a great secure job. But the time of my life where I need to take risks, that's what I felt I needed to do. And I wanted to build something for myself and actually build generational wealth. And the hours I was putting into work, I wanted that to be put into work directly on my business. So I guess that's kind of selfish in terms of, the hours I'm spending on something I want to spend only on me and my business. You could call it selfish. What I call it is, you only have limited time on this planet, right? Why not spend all that time towards something that you want to do, or as much of it as possible as towards something that you really want to do? So that was my thought process behind quitting my job. But yeah, I'm curious, if a lot of you guys out there are looking to quit your jobs, send me a DM, because I know how that feels, honestly. Or comment down below, I know how that feels to work at a job you don't like and you don't know what to do. You can feel kind of lost. So just send me a DM. I'd love to help you out. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Went a little bit longer than I expected. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. As always, keep your mind right. Peace.